No, woo. Sorry guys, my webcam is being like a bitch today. I don't understand. Okay. Whew. Anyway, I'm gonna do something I haven't done yet, but I did say in a video back that I would start doing, and I've been doing some of the reviews. But today it's gonna be a movie review. So as you can see from the title, it is a review on the movie Riding Cars with Boys, and I would show you the DVD, but I checked out from the library and I took it back yesterday, and I forgot to do this yesterday like I planned. But anyway, so Riding Cars with Boys came out October 19th, 2001. It is 132 minutes long, and it stars Drew Barrymore, Steve Zahn, Brittany Murphy, James Woods, Lorraine Bracco, I think that's how you say her last name, Sarah Gilbert, and Vincent Pastore. Now, Drew Barrymore, you obviously know. Steve Zahn, you might know from, he was in the movie Speak with Kristen Stewart, Daddy Daycare with Eddie Murphy, and there's another movie, I just can't think of it. And then Brittany Murphy, if you don't know who Brittany Murphy is, really. James Woods, also, if you don't know who that is, really. Lorraine Bracco, she plays the mom on Rizzoli and Isles, if you watch Rizzoli and Isles. Sarah Gilbert, she's on The Talk, and she was also Darlene on Roseanne. And I don't know who Vincent Pastore is. But, yeah. Anyway, and it was directed by Penny Marshall. Okay, so Riding Cars with Boys is based on the book by the same title by Beverly D'Onofrio. I'm probably butchering her last name, sorry. So, so Drew Barrymore plays Beverly D'Onofrio, Bev. I'm not going to say her last name anymore because I'm butchering it. And what it's about is at 15, Bev gets pregnant, and she has to marry, the guy who knocked her up, which is Raymond Ray Hasek, played by Steve Zahn. And the movie is just about Bev's life and dealing with, being 15 and raising a child, and, all the hardships it is, and especially when I believe the movie, hold on, let me see something real quick. It takes place in the 1960s, so yeah. The movie kind of switches back and forth between the past and the present, where in the present, Bev has written her book, and her son, Jason, who is, I think he's in his early 20s, I think, but I'm not sure, is driving her to see Ray, to get him permission for him to, like, sign a release because he's in the book so that she can get it published. And throughout the movie, like I said, to show their life and her struggles, and how she tries to get into college, but she tries to get a scholarship so she can go to school, but that doesn't work because they don't think she'll be able to focus because of Jason. And then she has to kick Ray out of the house because Ray becomes a heroin addict. And she just doesn't want that for her and her son's life. And yeah, so like I said, it's just about Bev's life. And honestly, I did not like I didn't like Bev at all when I was watching the movie. And I found that really weird because, it's not that common where you don't like the main character. And then I also felt bad knowing that, oh, hey, this person really exists. But I did not like her character at all. I did not like Bev. She was my least favorite character throughout this whole movie. Ray had the lovable, goofy side, but you were also sitting there thinking, oh my god, Ray, you're such an idiot. What? Why? You felt for Bev. Whenever she would yell at Ray about something, you'd be right along with her, like, really? Why would you do that? Brittany Murphy in the movie plays Bev's best friend, Faye, and they both get pregnant at the same time. And Faye, in my opinion, is, she's the good best friend. She's she's Bev's rock in a sense, and Bev is Faye's rock too. And she, and also in my opinion, she's some of the comedic relief too. There's one scene in particular where Faye and Bev are talking about how she's going to tell her parents that she's pregnant, and Faye says to Bev, practice, pretend I'm your parents. And, Faye yells at her and tells her exactly what Bev's basically probably thinking her parents are going to say, saying, my daughter's a tramp, my daughter's a tramp, how could you do this at 15 years old? Why don't you just put a gun to my head, tramp, I wish you'd never been born. And I just laughed so hard at that scene because I was like, oh my god, that's horrible. But, I understand that's probably what Bev and Faye are thinking, oh, that's what your father's going to say. And also the dynamic between Bev and her father, who's played by James Woods, is really interesting, and it's really strained. Their relationship's not the best, and it kind of reflects, Bev and Jason's relationship, where it's basically the same that kind of relationship she and her father have, where her father would tell her, no, you're going to do this, and doesn't give her a choice. Bev does the same thing with Jason. Because of the scene when it shows the present day where Jason says he wants to transfer to a college from NYU to a college in Illinois, and she's like, no, you're not going to do that. No. She doesn't give him a chance to explain, like, what her and her father have scenes like that, too. Yeah, it's a very touching film. It's very dramatic, but also funny. It has its funny moments. And I really enjoyed it, even though, like I said, I didn't enjoy the character Bev. There were scenes where I related to her and understood where she was coming from. It's hard. You're in the 1960s, you're 15, you have a baby. I understand it's hard. But there are just some scenes where I was like, you should not say that. No, don't do that. Same thing with Ray. He would do that too. He'd say stuff and I was like, you shouldn't have said that. But yeah, overall, I'd give this movie a 4 out of 5 stars. And the reason it's not a 5 is because of Bev. I just did not, that character, and also there are some scenes that seem stronger than others that, could have been better, but yeah. So, if you've never seen Riding in Cars with Boys, I strongly suggest you see it. I really enjoyed it. It was a really good movie. And I'm actually probably going to try to see if I can find the book so I can read that too. But yeah. And the reason I watch this movie is I'm on a Brittany Murphy kick. And I've been checking out my local library to see what Brittany Murphy movies they have, and that was one. And I actually got another one that I should be watching and reviewing soon too, and that's Little Black Book. And I'm also excited not only because of Brittany Murphy, but it's got Holly Hunter, and I love Holly Hunter. So yeah, that should be movie-wise my next review. And yeah, I've been on a Heath Ledger and Brittany Murphy kick, so I'll probably be later reviewing some of his movies too. So, but yeah. That was my review of Riding Cars with Boys. If you've seen it, what did you think of it? Put in the comments. Tell me if you agree with my opinion and my rate, 4 out of 5 stars. So, yeah. Bye, guys.